Star Trek, the next generation's best movie, had two surprising Voyager crossovers. Star Trek, First Contact is widely considered the best film to come out of the Next Generation crew's cinematic run. A thrilling mix of action, time travel, and philosophical depth, the 1996 film pits Captain Jean-Luc Picard against his most formidable enemy, the Borg, in a high-stakes mission to preserve the timeline. But while most of the attention focuses on the Enterprise E and its crew, First Contact subtly featured two surprising crossovers from Star Trek, Voyager that hint at the broader shared universe of 24th century Trek. These appearances weren't just clever Easter eggs, they were early signs that Voyager and the Next Generation shared deeper roots than many fans realized. 1. The EMH makes a holographic house call. The most overt and humorous crossover comes when Dr. Beverly Crusher is forced to activate the ship's emergency medical hologram to stall advancing Borg in sickbay. And who appears? None other than Voyager's cranky yet lovable holographic doctor, played by Robert Picardo. While his appearance is brief, the moment is unforgettable. "I'm a doctor, not a doorstop." The EMH snaps, echoing Dr. McCoy's famous lines with perfect comic timing. The scene is played for laughs, but there's a deeper implication lurking underneath. This cameo confirms that the EMH Mark I program, so central to Voyager, is standardized Starfleet tech across the fleet, including the brand new Enterprise E. Given that Voyager premiered just a year before First Contact, this crossover acted as a nod to the newest Trek series, while giving Robert Picardo the opportunity to shine on the big screen. It also established the EMH's presence beyond the isolated ship in the Delta Quadrant, anchoring Voyager more firmly in the core Trek universe and giving fans a tangible connection between the two shows. The brief moment also resonates thematically. In both Voyager and First Contact, Starfleet officers are forced to rely on unconventional tools and personnel in desperate situations. Here, the EMH becomes a symbol of adaptability in the face of overwhelming odds, just as he was for Voyager's crew stranded far from Federation space. 2. Reginald Barclay's unexpected return. Another surprising crossover comes from a character not typically associated with Voyager at the time of First Contact's release. Lieutenant Reginald Barclay, played by Dwight Schultz. Though originally introduced in The Next Generation, Barclay would become a recurring character in Voyager several years later, playing a critical role in the Pathfinder project, which eventually enables contact with the lost ship in the Delta Quadrant. In First Contact, Barclay appears during the Phoenix launch sequence in the 21st century timeline. Though he doesn't interact directly with Zefram Cochrane, he's shown idolizing the historic moment, even referring to Cochrane in reverent tones. While this scene may seem like a one-off appearance for a TNG side character, hindsight reveals it as an early setup for Barclay's future arc in Voyager. His fascination with historical scientific figures and obsession with space exploration align perfectly with his later role in helping Voyager make contact with Earth. By the time Barclay becomes a central figure in Voyager's later seasons, his appearance in First Contact takes on added weight. It transforms him from comic relief into a thread that weaves together two corners of the Trek tapestry. His passion for history and engineering makes his Voyager arc more believable and more poignant, especially as he becomes one of the ship's fiercest advocates back on Earth. Crossovers with purpose, not just cameos. What makes these Voyager crossovers and First Contact so memorable isn't just the novelty of seeing familiar faces, it's how organically they fit into the story. Robert Picardo's EMH cameo is logical within the context of Starfleet's medical technology, and Barclay's presence underscores his deep connection to Federation history and space travel. Neither appearance feels forced or shoehorned in for fan service. Instead, they reinforce a core Trek principle. Every part of the universe is connected, even if those threads take years to fully reveal themselves. These cameos also reflect the careful continuity that defined the Rick Berman era of Star Trek, where characters and storylines could echo across multiple shows and movies. At a time when Voyager was still finding its footing, these nods in First Contact helped give the show importance, paid